you're well in the ballpark. Occasionally watch the shifts. I hear the note on the and of 4 getting clipped just a little bit, specifically going from the last note of measure 8 into the first note of measure 9, and it seems to be where it happens the most consistently.
So
But it's
we
just a
jump.
little bit, but make sure that those notes are really smooth and connected.
Okay.
Also, a little bit more emphasis on the 2 and 4. I mean, you're doing everything exactly the way you're supposed to be doing it, but it needs to translate through your fingers just a little bit more consistently. I mean, I hear it. In fact, it's actually kind of good to over exaggerate it at first. Um,
Okay.
1, 2, and 3, 4, 2, 4, 2, 4, 2, 4, All right.
I also notice you don't move when you're going from the D to the G. I guess your fingers are spread out enough
No, I
that.
use a fourth finger to go to the 5 chord.
Oh, for you, yeah, that's what I was doing. Actually, I've been doing it with the second to the fourth, and I should do the first to the
Yeah,
fourth.
yeah. There's no reason to start on the second finger here.
Yeah,
Now,
habit.
on the next one, like slide 4, blues number 3,
Yeah,
you would obviously start on the second there,
right.
right? But on this one, basically fingering, I think, should always be relative to what you're playing. Do what makes the most sense, what is most relaxing for the hand. If you don't have to, if you like, that's a perfect example. There's no reason to play that with a second finger unless you just want
Right.
to, right? I mean, it's not benefiting. It's actually making you have to work a little harder.
Yeah, because one of the things I'm fighting with is my left wrist. Now that I've got my fingers curled instead of laying flat, I'm having to bring that wrist further around, and it's
Well, actually, no, you shouldn't actually do that. Just let the fingers be curled. Don't let the wrist come in to do it. Don't compensate the hand. Yeah, don't do that.
oh, okay.
Yeah, keep that wrist straight. Just curl the fingers. The wrist should not have to help it out because that's actually not good to do at all. You want that wrist as straight as you can keep it.
Well, yes.
All right, and also keeping that thumb, the thumb position like this, in the sense that, yeah, it's like kind of pointing towards the headstock.
Right.
Do you remember watching that video with that kid doing the neutral
Right.
position?
Right. He
Yeah,
had something like this.
yeah. Watch that. I mean, it's like relaxing the hand, right? The whole thing about that, your left hand technique is just relaxing it, then flipping it over, and just let it stay relaxed, and basically just slide the bass neck in there, and basically where your fingers go is basically it. I mean,
Okay.
the fingers naturally curl themselves without the wrist having to bend.
Yeah, I think I'm trying to curl up too
Yeah,
far, and
don't.
that's
Yeah,
probably
do
right for the
not.
pain.
Yeah, do not bring that wrist out. You're gonna invite all kinds of pain and suffering into that. Let's just go through and check fingering because on this one you actually have to reach a little bit because of the distance between the first finger on the second fret and
Right.
the fourth finger on the fifth fret. Right.
Right.
Now what I do here is I start off on the second finger. Can you see my left hand clearly?
Yes, I can.
All right. So when I'm playing the first two notes, and then I go to the second two notes, my hand is very relaxed. Now, as I hit that first note of the second beat, I'm going to start reaching with my fourth finger to get ready to play the D on the fifth fret of the A string. So
Right.
I start off relaxed, 1 and 2, and then I start reaching. Then I stay stretched all the way through this. As soon as I go back to this first finger, I relax the hand because I can give it a break for a minute. And then I go back to that first finger, I reach again. But you see, I'm not staying stretched out the whole time. I'm just staying stretched out when the first finger is going to the fourth finger on the A and D strings. But as soon as
Yep.
I go back to that first finger on the A, I relax the hand a little bit. Again, watch that wrist angle of your left hand.
Okay.
Yeah, keep that wrist straight.
What? Yeah. Okay.
See
So
how it's angling out a little bit?
okay.
Yeah, try not to let it stick out too much.
Okay, because that's how I'm trying to get that stretch, I guess.
Right, but don't compensate with the wrist, so.
Okay, then it ends up moving the whole hand.
Well, if you need to move the hand a little bit, it can be quick moves. But you want to like eliminate as much space in between those guys as possible.
Right, right.
All right,
No,
so find the balance that's going to be comfortable for your hand in stretching, but also moving the hand a little bit with minimizing the stress that's put on. Because, Robert, this is the hardest area to play on your bass. On any
yes.
bass is in the first 5 frets. This is the most difficult for the left hand. So you
Right.
really have to kind of work carefully there,